Ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. Welcome back, y'all, to another installment of Black Diamonds in the Rough. It's your boy Gilly Galatiel. We in the laboratory with T-STYLE Media, T-STYLE rapping himself. What's the scope, family? How you doing? How you feeling?
Man, same different toilet, man. But brother, hey, blessed to be here, be breathing, stuff, you know. See what I'm doing right here, you know.
Yeah, working on the new video.
You know what I'm saying, and stuff, man. Directed by yours truly, man.
Yeah.
Gilly. Lethal Gill.
I like to get that done.
I like to call him the Big G.
Right.
The Big G. G standing for gravity, gravitational galaxy, whatever it is, man. The G, that's it right there. The capital G, man.
Right. Appreciate it.
Man, bro, I'm glad to be here, brother, man. So
today we finna learn about T-STYLE. We finna learn about the man behind the media.
Oh,
the man behind the rap.
Oh, Lord.
The man behind the persona.
Oh, that crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, we finna learn about that nigga.
I don't think y'all ready. Man. I know all this Diddy shit and oil, baby oil shit, but there ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like that, ladies and gentlemen. So.
Yeah, this family friend. No Diddy. No DVD, no doubt, baby. So man, like T-STYLE, tell the people where you from, man.
Well, man,
where you grew up.
Basically, like everybody in this world, on this planet, I was born. So, listen, man, I was born July 26, 1983 at 5:35 p.m. St. Louis time, ladies. I was born in St. Louis, Missouri. I think it was Northeastern Christian Hospital, so that's when I had first made it to the planet Earth, as they said. So, but basically, man, she grew up in St. Louis, was born in St. Louis. My mom's side of the family being from Eastern Arkansas, and my father's side being from East Mississippi. Started with Mississippi and stuff like that. The story how they met, that's another chapter, but I'll probably say that later on in the series and whatnot. But that's how I started, man. So left from there, then they lived in the state and started with for a little minute. And then this was out like 9, 10 months old, something like this. So my parents, they were products of the 80s. So
right.
If you know anything about the 80s in terms of how they used to get down and boogie and shit like that, so that's and shit like that. So, but then after that, then some stuff went down between, my mother and father, That's, like I said, it's another story and shit. So that's that. Then she moved back here to the Delta, Eastern Arkansas. So.
And what year was that?
1985 or it's way back in the day, man. But shit.
So kind of like mid-80s when you came to the Delta.
Yeah. So I mean, shit. My roots have always been in the Delta. Whether it be from Arkansas to Mississippi. So.
Right.
All this southern, all this swag and shit like that, all this homegrown, all natural, in my DNA, in my blood. So
when did you start getting into the hip hop?
Man, my first memory of it is, like I said, growing up, man, in the 80s and stuff. So a lot of the luxury, like y'all got now, like with the phones, and you hit the phone and pop up a movie and all that shit. Back then, VCRs was the new technology, so big ass this tapes and shit, this, and then of course, any technology come out, somebody will find a way to duplicate it, make copies. So my cousin, this back when you used to get 2 VCRs, you put the VCR on top, the VCR on the bottom played the movie, the top one recorded it. So if you had to look, they cord on the back of the VCRs and shit. So that right there, that my cousins do that. Well, everybody did, but my cousin them. So I guess you said those like quote unquote VH mixtapes. Yeah, shit like that. So one day he used to do these movies. So I remember this movie tape. Whatever it was on one of them Kodak motherfuckers, them big black tapes and shit. That Kodak yellow with that yellow shit on there. So he had on there. I'll never forget the videotape. He had the first movie on there was Project X with Matthew Broderick with the monkey and shit. The second movie he had on, I think, was The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger and shit. The fourth movie he had on there was a movie with old boy from Family Matters. Him and his wife dude had a movie together. It was like a kid, the kid movies and shit was a big thing then. So, and the last movie on that tape was Breaking. And when I said, man, when I watched that movie changed my course of my entire life. For the simple fact that I knew of the hip hop and stuff like that, but in terms of, because I knew hip hop for music from my uncle, late selling them bumping, tapes and shit like that. But in terms of like visual wise, because we living in Turkish Street, Arkansas, the middle of the country and shit like this. So shit, this back then was in analog TV. You had to go there, turn the motherfucking antenna and all that shit to get a clear reception. So the tapes and shit were access to the world and shit, culture and stuff like that. So I watched this movie. And that was the first time I seen Ice-T. This was Ice-T before Cop Killer and New Jack City and shit. This back when the nigga used to rock the fucking the snow goggles and you go
MC and D.
You know what I'm saying, and shit, the graffiti, the ripped spikes and shit like this. So in the first scene I seen shit here, this nigga was on the mic rapping. If you people came to party and you want to do it right, you got to rock and shop this joint. So I am the MCSC, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once I saw that, I was like, man, how's he doing?
Because he was a DJ at first.
He DJ and and he got an MC and he got into the rapping.
Right.
Because this is history. I mean, this 80, 80, Break came out 83, 84.
So when you saw this movie, it was probably like what, late 84?
No, I saw this movie like 86, 87 or something in that area. I was still at like 5, 6, 7, you know what I'm saying? So imagine being a little kid and you seeing that, and that always stayed in my memory. That's one of my favorite movies to this day. And stuff, cause at the time I'm soaking it up. I didn't know the difference between East Coast hip hop and West Coast hip hop.
Right.
I just knew it by the sound, but once because after that was my journey from there. I started then my uncles my uncle Laysell, my uncle Laysell, my mama put me on music, you know what I'm saying, like soul, R&B, you know what I'm saying?
So she bumping Southern Soul, records.
I'm telling you, she bumping everything. Like my mama them came from area where when you went out and partied, you went out and partied.
Paint the time.
When you get in there, you don't stop dancing like this back when they had them blue light basins. If anybody just watching about them blue light basins, you know what I'm talking about. So that was from that. So she put me on to a lot of like 80s R&B, Cool in the Game, you know what I'm saying, Shalimar, Lakeside, of course Michael Jackson, of course Prince, Rick James, Morris Day and the Time. Then my uncle, he started bringing the hip hop level, you know what I'm saying, Run DMC, Public Enemy, King T, Ice-T, Ice Cube, NWA,
this was
MC Hammer. This and the artists I mentioned all they right there, like in terms of the hip hop artists, this was 86, building up to all the way to the 90s. So doing that, so how they always say the golden era of hip hop and all that. I was there. A little ass kid, little chubby ass kid you see right now. I'm talking about this soap, all that up and stuff. And once I started soaking it in, like that was it. MC Hammer was one of the first artists I really kind of started reciting his lyrics and shit like that, because Hammer was that nigga at the time. Despite what they say about him now, he was that nigga. You had this. I'm telling you, this was that time when they used to try to put him against Bobby Brown, Michael Jackson, and all that right there and shit, dog. This was entertainment. This was Hammer transitioned. He made it more into James Brown type of feel. If anybody can understand this, watch this now, because hip hop starting out, you had the dancers, but you was more group. Hammer came like Michael Jackson. He the performer, he the dancer, all that right there. And you ain't finna out dance the master, so. And plus, you saw it in his dance moves. You heard it in his music, man. MC Hammer, man. Like, despite what people say about him, man, he took that into a whole nother level.
Right.
He started, you know what I'm saying, Run DMC one of the LA, they were the ones going diamond and selling platinum. Hammer was the first artist, hip hop artist, to ever try to go diamond. And that's fact. You know, check that shit out. So, but artists like him, and of course, you know, like I said earlier, Ice-T. And you know what I'm saying, I was a fan of Ice-T from Jump Street. I'm talking about Red His Book and the whole nine, and how he got his name, henceforth the
T-STYLE.
But at first I didn't start at this T-STYLE, but that would be later on. So, but that's what it was. I mean, that's how I am. I study people. Like hip hop, it hit me hard because you tell me I'm just write and rhyme and just say it, and you know, little did I know this was spoken word and the whole nine. But you know, when you're young and stuff like that, you don't know. But I'm just fortunate to be to be in that era to study and stuff like that. So it means a lot to me. I mean, it's me. It's my upbringing, whatever.
It's the art of expression.
Yeah.
So when did you first got into writing your first rap song, or really got into the music? When did you first, attempted to play with the music or the art form?
Man, you ask good questions, man. Man.
Nah,
got sparkle a little inspiration. Cause we finna go down, ladies and gentlemen. We finna go down memory lane on here. Right. So y'all wanna know me? Here we go.
Brown Jets Field with Delta 9 coming soon to a hood near you. Just a place near you.
Oh, that video dropping.
The University.
It's dropping. That's what we in here doing now.
Promoting in it,
no negative shit.
Nothing street.
Yeah, I know y'all probably saying, hey, this is medicine. It's a sacred medicine.
Yeah.
Sacred medicine.
It bears seeds.
It comes from the heart of Moses. Now this don't pay me no mind, y'all. This how we vibe right here. So
you vibe. You gotta have a good sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
Trust the creator got an amazing sense of humor.
So,
but yeah. So when was your first time you actually got a chance to play with the art form?
Actual rapping?
Right.
I mean, I started off many.
Well, when did you write your first rap?
The first rap I ever remember writing, I wrote this back in, I think I was in 6th, maybe 5th, 6th, 7th grade. And so
with this 6th, 7th grade,
this was
what, 91?
No, this was
what year was this?
I know it was between 95 and 99 in that period. I'm gonna say 97. Because 97 I was transitioning from, middle school
Man,
to
this is actually
elementary.
a long time ago.
Yeah, this is 90s shit. I know that's how old I am, ladies and gentlemen, but
actually a long time
and
ago.
stuff, so
24, we talking about 95.
Hey.
So about 95, 94 when you first started, actually playing with the art fan.
97.
97, you wrote your
97 was the official because I started like I reiterated, I started like everybody else just reciting other artists that I listened to, because you can listen to a song and listen so much you start putting your own stuff in there, and little do you know that's the genesis of how you started pen game. So the first rap I ever wrote, the first rap name I concentrated going on was Thomas Supreme. So the meaning behind it, but the meaning behind it because
like a combo.
I came up with that name because my government name is Tommy Lee Hill Jr. Okay. And certain people call me Thomas for some reason, even though my name ain't Thomas, but that just, how that shit is. But I took that, and then plus Thomas being one of the disciples of Jesus, so I know a little bit. And Supreme being, what it is, being number one, being the greatest, being overall, whatever. So I had to change that because me being a heavy sipper, they started confusing them with Taco Supreme and shit. So I wasn't having that, but I was an adolescent that I understand in terms of that shit. So the first rap I wrote was called, it was really like, I didn't know the structure of bars, so it was maybe 5, 6, 7 bars, whatever shit, but the bars were like, I'm so mean, Thomas Supreme, you know what I mean? Right. Can you dig it? Wrestling, mean Gene, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how, because I didn't have a structure on, I didn't know anything about, okay, I'm going to school taking English, you know what I'm saying? Taking English class, little did I know you had to use your commas and your period, then your pause. So anybody that started, they go da 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 da, rather than pop 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 pop. So I started with that. So, but I wanted to get my writing intact because when I seriously started wanting to get into it more, I said I got to get my pen game right because I'm not gonna call myself an artist and not do my own work. Right. It's artists out here, they claim they're artists, but they ain't putting in the work. Right. I didn't want no ghostwriter. I wanted to be the ghostwriter. I was saying, so I'm talking about anytime when anybody watching this 101. So you start writing, you all go overwrite because you don't know the structure of bars and shit. So. How I learned the structure of bars, ladies and gentlemen, was I used to time myself. I used to listen to different rap songs, whether it be from Tupac, whether it be from, Jay-Z, B.I.G., Snoop Dogg, Big Pun, or any rapper, in terms of like bar structure and shit. Cause I started listening to rap, just listening for the sound. But once I started getting into the lyrics, I had to listen to the teachers. Right. So I had to sit down and listen to Rakim. I had to sit down and study Kool Moe Dee. Mm-hmm. I had to sit down and study Ice-T lyrics, 6 in the morning. How he, he read Iceberg Slim's book, and then that's what made him become what he was. And what you hear it, I had to study all that.
To learn the respect.
Right.
Learn the fundamentals.
Learn it. And stuff. So me being that, so then I started going to school kind of when everybody started freestyling. Everybody don't start out freestyling just you go that and stuff like that. But the more I started doing it, I started getting better at it and stuff. So that's when we got to high school, we senior high school, shout out, class of 2002. But but got to 9th grade and stuff. That's when I met up with this individual, and RIP to this man, Willie S. Tillman. I met this man. Willie, man, I can honestly say if I've never encountered him, I won't be here now. Because he put that spark in me. He put me on game about, saying recording and, stuff like that because he was inspiring.
Right.
And
so he was an artist?
Willie tell me though, like, in terms of like,
shouts out to him,
R.I.P. man. So he was one of those people, man. Like, I guess how can I put it? He was the predecessor to the image or whatever I'm portraying now in terms of temerity.
Okay.
He was the nigga, saying, fuck these niggas, we finna do this shit like that. Because when I started, I was shy, timid. I was on that Silent Bob shit. For real, I'll be like, look this in. Tom, you want some? No. There's a trip, yeah.
So how you get into the media? After you did the rap thing and you was into the rap and stuff like that, how you transition into, doing media content? Or what made you want to, do media content?
They kind of, like I was saying, with the, like, the using the videos, that was in Jonesboro and shit, so I was in that period, that was like my jump off period because that's why I started learning the actual game and stuff like that in terms of marketing and performing and shit. When I got to Jonesboro, I started performing at shows and shit like that. So what I'll tell you about earlier about me, I had to memorize my songs and my rap on recording. So that, what I learned and picked up right there, transitioned to my stage performances. And of course, stage performances, I want a camera. I want, this is way before content and shit. I just wanted myself to, that's way anybody question about, do I perform? Okay, I perform here. Right. You gotta have, right, documented evidence and shit. So my roommate, he was getting into the videos and shit like that. So that's the reason you got, real rap video, the reason you got money video, the reason you got, the video me and Kennedy, I bought video and shit. That was all on him and shit. But little did I know, by me studying and watching him, I would be doing this right here.
Right.
So from that time and shit, I was scheduled, I wanted to do a second promo, it would be called Don't Ever Bet Against Me volume, that would be the sequel to, to from I'm Done Talking. This is the series I will put out. First will be I'm Done Talking. Second will be So Don't Ever Bet Against Me. And the third will be You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. That was kind of like that Nas type of hip hop shit. Right. I ain't, I am, Nostradamus, shit like that. So it didn't work out and stuff like that because some of the people I was dealing with then, they clout chasing, so they get a little buzz and I'm good. And just pushing it to the side like a stepchild and shit. So that popped off and shit, but I already acknowledge I learned the shit. I kept it, so about 2013 relocated back here to the Delta and shit. So but some bullshit happened there, but y'all find that out later, man. So got back here. Cause I got to the point where I was like, man, fuck this shit. What's the point of me doing it? Right. Like, why, I'm doing this shit. Ain't nobody showing me no type of credibility, no love, no nothing. Just a handful of people and shit like that. Right. But I always had to remember, like I said earlier, that I couldn't, it kept calling me.
But don't you know what's thinking about, the reason where we from, and, how the places and the cities and the counties, the communities that we grow in, they be predominantly black. And the most outlet that people got is sports. You know what I'm saying? As far as the youth is concerned. And besides that, it's really nothing else. So I be looking at music and art like something that be saving young black people's lives from, the communities and regions that they come from. that's completely deprived. These places that we be coming from in the Delta, you know, in the South, some of them, most of them, that's predominantly black or rural, you know what I'm saying, left to the predominant black people that's controlled by the small amount of white families and, you know, politicians or whatnot. These places be deliberately deprived and neglected, so we resort to whatever else is around. Most of that be crime, the liquor that they provide, the drugs that they put on the street, and the guns that they sell at the stores. So the best thing for the children would be some sort of artistic expression or some form of an outlet. So I think that most of that stuff is as it is embedded in our history, being, you know, from the blues to, you know, back to the slavery days. That stuff always got us through. In some sort of way, it's seeping in our generations, getting our kids and getting our people through some way, shape, or form. You get what I'm saying? So even if it ain't called blues, it's still the same to, you know, to fix what's ailing or to get through, you know, that adversity. So I think that that's why, you know, people like me and you, you know, we've probably been doing it for a long time and never just got, you know, that break that we needed. Probably because we wasn't doing it for what we thought we were doing it for. We probably was doing it just to survive and maintain. Yeah. And now we got the opportunity to, you know, tell our story, you know, push it the way that we think it should be pushed. That's just so that people know that, you know, a lot of these things that we create as black people really just for the, you know, keep us alive. Yeah, keep us sane. Yeah, keep us expression. Right, because this world be so dark, man. Like, and if you ain't got no outlet, you get sucked into whatever they trying to offer you. Cause that's like I was telling you earlier, man. Like I had to, you know, start getting into the writing. Like that was like music. Music, you know what I'm saying? That was my therapy. That was a way, that was me to bring my character. Right. You know what I'm saying? To like that, you know what I'm saying? From the music to the content, the video. That was the evolution. I guess you said me being a content creator with something like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I remember growing up watching In Living Color and Saturday Night Live and you know what I'm saying, Martin and Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, you know, Def Comedy Jam, Chris Tucker, Bernie Mac, AJ Johnson, all this stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? That's all that stuff was locked into me. It remained in me. I've always wanted to just get into entertainment. Cause I seen how the power was when it changed people. Especially with music. Like the power of music is, man. That's what I always said is, man, music is one of God's many gifts to man. You can have a house full of nothing, play the right song. Right, man. You feel like everything you need already in there. That's the impact, you know what I'm saying, when I got into doing rap and music, whatever you want to call it. I wanted to change because I was like, shit, I feel like all this going, like, I was called like the Dirty Delta and all, I was called music. This is shit I've been saying for years. They used to laugh because I said the Dirty Delta and shit. Why you calling it dirty? I'm like, that's just the name. Right. If you live in this environment, you understand it. You know what I'm saying? But then again, the key word is Delta. It's history here, man. Yeah. All, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, like, anybody that catch my interest, I study them. Like the Pioneers, Blind Lemon, Petey Wee Straw and all them, like Sonny Boy and all them, Howlin' Wolf, all them right there, Little Richard, Chuck Berry, Sister Rosetta Thornton, you know what I'm saying? I study all that because that's my history. Right. Not because I'm a black man or nothing like that. That's my history because that's what my mom and dad and grandparents and all them right there stuff, man. My grandma Pauline, you know, my mama's side, she was a huge Nat King Cole fan and shit. That's what put me on to him because I was like, shit, who is this smooth ass black nigga that's saying this shit? Then little then I found out about him, how he tried to bring diversity into the music and shit like that. So I don't know if it's destined for me to whatever like that. I just know what I know. So the content, whatever, I guess you say I was destined to be this because of my upbringing and stuff. Because of what you know?
Yeah.
What you experienced.
And people like Mr. Chew and Willie Tillman and Bo T and them like that. So them the people, you know what I'm saying, that especially Mr. Chew, man. Shout out to Mr. Chew, man.
That's after Mr. Chew.
Cause matter of fact, when I stood, right, yeah. But matter of fact, when I took down to Jonesboro, he was one of the first people I ever started clicking up with. I heard of this man, like, let me explain something to y'all, man. Like, y'all don't realize, man, Mr. Chew is a legend. A legend in this Arkansas music, or whatever you want to call it. He was one of the ones, you know what I'm saying, like the main ones and shit like that.
First person to believe in Arkansas music. That wanted to.
And we definitely got to get him for an interview, so we getting him, so.
Yeah, most definitely got it.
And how I met this man, like beforehand, I heard about Mr. Chew, just around the area, because him and Sharky, them, you know, they had the party scenes and shit locked down and shit. That's back when they was Outkast, and when they got the jungle, they became the clique DJs and shit like this. So I know this shit. So
man,
how I met this man, ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying, my brother with the ASU. So ASU Library 24/7, they got internet access. So shit, he gave me the password and got my backpack and shit. So I like when in Rome, you do like the Rome. So I go on that shit. I used to go on that motherfucking lab, man, like shit, 12, 11 in the morning, whatever time I got work with, I go there, have my like I do now, have my hard drive, stick it in the motherfucking log in, sound click, looking at beats, listening to beats, jumping on my Twitter. See, this back before you had all this phones, you had to actually get on the desktop and shit. So we on there. So what I know, he was watching over the lab, you know, overnight lab and shit like that. So it was me and some Koreans and Asians and more figures. Them the ones that was gang and shit. So I'm sitting in there. I did this shit for like a week and a half, 2 weeks and a half. He's coming in. He kept seeing me. So he, you know, you see somebody, you're like, man, who is this nigga? Who is this big nigga with this chain on and shit? So one night, cause you know when you watch on the lag, you gotta clean up and shit like this. So I'm in that shit. He come over in Mr. Chew fashion. What's going on with you, man? I say, what's going on with you, man? What's on here? So I'm thinking like he a teacher, like he try to figure out, am I going here and shit like, so I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, man, you know, he's on here, so man, I'm on this downloading music, I'm recording shit, So that's how the conversation started. So we got to chopping it up and shit. So he was like, yeah, man, my name, you know what I'm saying, Alex, man. Alex call you, man. But you may heard me, they call me Mr. Chew. Mr. Chew? The voice? You're Mr. Chew? He's like, yeah, man. So he started showing me the flies, his cousin, the wild child. So I'm like, you Mr. Chew, highly motivated records. I said, bro, man, like, no, because my brother had a CD that he did, like, I think that's where he had a CD. I still got the CD, but I got to find that CD. So had that H and that M logo on there and shit. He showed, I'm like, no, so you been so. That's how we got the popping off shit. So we got cool ever since. He actually managed me for a little bit. Got me shows and shit. I also been on the roster and shit, but he kind of did. He wanted to have me like DOC. Remember on Ruthless Reggae, like I was like the third, I was like the sixth member of the group. So I was the secret nigga they kept on the side and shit. So he had some, like I said, man, like this Chew had a roster. She had his cousin, the Wild Child. There was a cat, a white dude, John Boy and shit. Like I said, Mitch Chew was ahead of his time, so that's how I did. He had got me booked on when they did this group out of Jonesboro called Deal With It. They reached for West Memphis. They had to deal with it. They in West Memphis. I performed that shit. Matter of fact, that's that video you watch with me with the had the red shirt on and shit.
Okay.
Shit like that. So that's from Netflix and shit. So
what was the footage of you at the park?
That was
performing.
Yeah, that was Deal With It Day. Yeah, that was Deal With It Day. That was at that park up there and shit. That shit. That was, you know what I'm saying, like that. So And the story behind that shit, nigga, I told nigga shit, we drove up there and shit. I think he had a tire out. We had to pull outside the road, get the tire off, and we had to go ahead to West Memphis to get the tire, bring it back, put the curb, get the equipment. Man, listen, I got story, man. Listen, I got story for days, dog.
1,000 miles.
Yeah.
We went through some stuff to drop these tracks and make them.
I'm telling y'all, this history. This is history. I'm kicking y'all. This is fact. This is actual events. I'm telling you.
Real artists.
So I've been knowing Miss Chu for years, man. So that's one dude right there, man. Listen, Miss Chu's the type, man. Miss Chu just different, man. Like he'll take the time to push your own game and shit. Like that's rare you have these days. You know what I'm saying? At the time, nigga, I'm 26. I was 25, 26, 28 years old. Chu, you know, he was a little bit older than me, shit. So I looked at you like, you know, I kind of looked at him like an uncle or a big brother. So I'm listening to the game. What he telling me? Chu put me like all this right here. Like I had the brand and shit, but you made me expand my shit. He told me I'm looking at one part of the map. Chu telling me, look the whole aspect of the map. That's all he told me. Ever since then, he been putting me on game. And still put me on the game to this day. So shout out to Mr. Chu, man. So he was ready. He was pivotal in that too. So I'm telling you, man, this is history, ladies and gentlemen.
So what you got coming up next, T? What we working on?
Man,
we got the video coming out for Natural State
of course.
Mind. Go check that
out. Got the content.
SoundCloud, Natural State of Mind right now, T-STYLE.
Already,
the video finna come real soon.
Like I said, y'all,
just dropped a single together. Dubs and Thugs. You can go check that out on all major platforms. Gilly Galathiel featuring T-STYLE Rap. And got the song you got with Jordan Ankrum. Yeah,
shout out to Jordan, man. Shout out to NTG too, man. Yeah. Shout out to DJ Jazz and stuff like NTG. Like she was the first artist I collabed with from the East Coast. She from Philly.
Right.
She was on this. Matter of fact, this song on my promo almost there. Okay. That's her. So I call her the MP3 it means Natalie the Great. So y'all check her out, man. She got some, her and her husband. See, you hear what I'm saying? Her and her husband working together. They rappers.
Look at that.
Unity.
Yeah.
She hella cool. Then of course, shout out to Tyler Boone.
Tyler Boone.
Matter of fact, when I get the joke,
you gotta sit down with Tyler.
Man, that's how I get the shit. That's how story. Yeah. That's how I met Tyler Boone. I got the Jones girl. He hit me up in inbox and shit. He in Missouri and shit. And ever since then, we been tight. Still, he still produced for me to this day.
Man, shouts out to Tyler.
You know what I'm saying?
Amazing producer, amazing artist. Amazing producer, amazing artist. We're gonna get this story to him.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Black Diamonds.
But Jonesboro, though, like, that was like the jump off for me. So after that, came back to the Delta, you know, got established again. People still knew me from, you know, this and that and shit, but I really just, to be honest, I had washed my hands with shit because I looked at it like, man, if I can't be myself and express myself, whatever motherfuckers they said this shit, what's the point of me doing this shit?
The world is different now.
And stuff, so, but at the same time, I kept my ear to the ground. I still would listen. And this sound and that sound and shit like that. I even started seeing motherfuckers doing shit I did 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Now they doing it now with the shirts and the chains and the cap. So I'm looking at shit like, okay, so this popping off. So this is what made me get the content, ladies and gentlemen. This was 2000, like I think shit 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Because I kept hearing the term content creator. Content creator. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I did it that year. So when I actually looked at it, I'm like, this is what being a content creator is? This? I've been doing this. And you tell me this is, you mean tell me so, if I stand myself as a content creator, really a content creator number than somebody that's a multiple entertainer.
Right.
So you tell me I can do music, do videos, do skits, and all that movies and shit, and that considered Right, media. So, you know what? I thought about it for a good, and what I'm saying is right here, like, some of y'all, they understand, like, you get that thought in your head that you just can't shake, like, you like, I can do this. So I looked at this right here. This is right here. It's the new, this is everything that's popping off now. This is the technology. You can record music, send music, receive music, do videos, edit videos, bank account, pay bills, write a letter to Santa and all that shit. And I looked at this shit, I said, so this is the world. Mm-hmm. Manager.
In the party on.
Wow. And I thought, well, you know what? I need to get on this. So, you know what? I still had the T-STYLE music thing. I'm finna evolve it. It's gonna be T-STYLE Media, where music, content, any other artistry is media. They let you know, like, the whole time, all this I told you about my adventures and all that right there. This is the pivotal moment right here.
Up to this.
All that knowledge, all that I learned right there, put it all in my thing cap, put that thing cap on. That's how I started, ladies and gentlemen.
T-STYLE Media.
Because this is what I've always wanted to do, but I didn't know that's what a company created. You know, that's right. You know what I'm saying? So
I've always been doing.
Hey, I'm doing me. So anybody that want to get into whatever you want to get into, don't let nobody tell you no different. How they gonna know what you gonna do? They don't know the path you gotta walk. They don't know you gotta ride a bike 3 miles up the road just to get to the bus and all that shit, man. They just listen. We just being real, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm doing ain't no different than you. Anybody can be this. Only difference in this minimum is just the technology. Back then and shit here, man, like listen, it's evolution. Just so happened I have the knowledge of all that to go to cram all this now. And with me knowing that, guess what? Phase 4. Takeover.
Yeah, buddy.
And this man, the interview man, him and Tyler, they put me back in the music game. I'm dead serious because at one point I just said, fuck it. Cause you can just write some bullshit to a tight beat and shit and get popping off and shit and they got no type of continuity or anything to it. This is shit, I witnessed the mumble rapping shit. I was there.
Right.
I was there when shit went from, this to Laffy Taffy and all that shit like that. I've been on this, ladies and gentlemen. I studied the game. I'm still studying the game. There's nothing new under the sun. Right. Only thing I'm bringing my flavor. That's all I'm doing. So I'm ready. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. And don't get it twisted. There's more to come. You see this right here?
There's more.
I told y'all get set up. I'm still here. Still here. Still doing this right here. And ain't nobody gonna stop it. Because you know why? Because it's destined to be. Man. I can't, that's it. I know that may sound a little bit atrocious or whatever you want to call it, or whatever you want to call it, but it is real. Me and this man here that's interviewing now, we done been on this journey. We still on the journey.
Yeah. The journey led us to each other.
Right. I met this man back when he was this is what I'm saying, G-Mac and K-Swiss. This is 2006 or 7. I seen him back then. Ain't that how God worked? Just think about it. I bumped into him that long ago. Who knew that? Okay, us bumping each other. Hey, what's good like that? We would go be like this. And you know that you know the joke behind that is because this is a God joke. God knew that.
Yeah.
That's why he sit back laughing now. Hey, I knew y'all go. Hey, let me maneuver him so they can meet each other so they don't end up. Okay, y'all will see each other another 10 years or whatever. Yeah. But they gonna let you know how it works, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how it works in the steering way.
and stuff. This
Riding with
ain't no cut.
Right. Tell God keep his guards up. We riding with.
You know what I'm saying, man? So that's
yeah, man.
That's the cut. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, I started like this, so all my videos, all everything, music, man, like I said, man, shit. If I'm not a content creator, what the hell you call it?
Right.
Just because I don't have the resources and the money and shit. See, that's another thing about this, like all this I told you about. All this stuff that I told you about I had to do and shit, I had to grind to get that money myself. I had to invest in myself.
Right.
Didn't nobody write me a check. I really wish somebody would have wrote me a check. Yeah, I would have gladly accepted it as an investment, but guess what I had to do? Get on the grind. Get on the grind.
Wrong one.
Gotta get a cap. I gotta get a cap made. Gotta get on the grind. Gotta get a shirt made. Gotta get on the grind. It just, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta invest in yourself. But if nobody else believes you, gotta believe yourself. That is real talk. I'm not trying to preach to you and nothing like that. That is life experience that I went through on this journey of life, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So that's that. Anything else you want to ask me?
You want to tell them where they can follow you or where they can get your stuff in?
Oh, I'm everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. But you know, Facebook, X used to be Twitter. I'm on Thread now, which ain't nothing but just another version of Twitter. I'm on that. I'm on YouTube at T-STYLE Isaac Kennedy, the Troubleshooter. Also, I got T-STYLE Media LLC YouTube page. Also, I got my Reverb Nation still popping up. Just type in T-STYLE Rap. Got my SoundCloud. Just recently, I got my can't remember that shit. The shit you just said. Distro Kid, my bad. I'm getting old and the age showing, but Distro Kid, I'm on there. I'm a registered artist now, so be on the lookout for that music. Like I said, shit, I done got old and got wise, so if I been on this shit years ago, ain't no telling what, but I don't know, but you gotta learn. So also check me out at rumble.com. That's where you can get all my exclusive, like the documentaries, the Cinematic Fanatic series of skits, interviews like right now with my homeboy and that's coming soon. Also, I got a fan base page. That's Isaac Hayes Jr., Isaac Hayes' son's social media platform. And also, like, it's a bunch of other shit I gotta get, but I'm getting it out there. Also, I'm on IG. Type in T-STYLE Troubleshooter or either type in T-STYLE Media. Pop up, you see this. That's me. When any page you go to, you see that cap or whatever, or that logo. That's me. That's my brand. So that's it.
We catch y'all on the flip.